Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Renochrome here, and I'm gonna share some of my thoughts for core Leonis. So, looking at the slides that my friend actually got in the Discord, it's his event gonna start tomorrow, 10 a.m. time. The man known as the Immortal. I'm just grateful we're getting our first free multi draw from this, and we have some core enhancement and chocobo panel missions, which anyway, my character boards are really hurt at this point. It really is. It's like it's not enough anymore. But anyway, he also gets a limited time gem plus costume bundle. Sorry, my brain is lagging a little bit, so I'm trying to think about the things I want to say before I said it here. Yeah, in all honesty, I prefer his default. Yeah, I prefer it. He's a little more I want to say rough around the edges. But anyway, let's continue on. So, here's are the titles for core. All his passives and limit breaks are included. Considering if you want to max him out, which probably a lot of people would do. Command number 1, Moonlit Dawn, grants Fire Brave, 3 hit Brave plus HP attack, with an additional 4 hit Brave plus HP attack, 50% splash. The target ally gains Oath of Absolute Defense for 6 turns. It removes that from ally that it had previously. So, in the reaction video I did during Noctis and Ignis, Noctis had the buff first, but it got removed when it switched to Ignis. Yep. So, and command number 2 is Snowbreak. Grants party Brave based on course attack, a 2-hit AoE Brave and AoE HP attack, and then follow up with another 3-hit AoE Brave and split HP AoE attack. This grants him the buff Crown's Guard Warrior and another Oath of Absolute Defense for 6 turns. So basically, his 2 command skills will always give a targeted ally the Oath of Absolute Defense. His Lion's Roar EX ability is a 5-hit AoE Brave, and it's a full AoE HP attack with 165% overflow with one of Lucis 3 for 8 turns. And as for the buff as follows, Crown's Guard Warrior, 50% attack, 60% max brave. Oath of Absolute Defense, attack and max brave is 40%. Brave damage received is 80% down. HP damage received is 20% down. And it prevents break. Yeah, Noctis doesn't have any brave in the showcase trailer, and yet he didn't. When he got attacked, he didn't get broken. So that's actually a game breaker. Do we have anyone out of that? I don't know if JP has it. We have evasion and stuff, but ooh. And the final buff is defense 30%. Since it is Oath of Absolute Defense, this is going to be jaw breaking. The sub buff, one of Lucius is 3. Yeah, oh yeah, that's his actual buff. Attack. Also basic, oh, he gains the same thing from the Oath of Absolute Defense. Yep. But the max brave is 50% and he doesn't have the defense up. Assuming all core passive, yep, still the same. Now, okay, this is what I'm actually wondering. The additional attack from core. So basically, it triggers at the start of the turn for the ally with the Oath of Absolute Defense, or core if he has one of the Lucis 3. That's his EX, right? Yep, that's his EX. Enemy targeting ally, Oath of Absolute Defense, and oh! Okay. Enemy targeting ally with Oath of Absolute Defense, and enemy targeting core with one of Lucis 3. Okay, I was wondering about that because it targeted core, right? And it targeted Ignis. No wonder he attacked 2 times, because it was an all attack. Okay, I get it now. This is a 3-hit AoE Brave and split AoE HP attack. Okay, fair enough. Brave gain 30% total HP damage boost. Note some abilities and turns excluded, e.g. additional ability if both buffs activate enemy targeting all player. Yep, it triggers twice, yep. And the final one is his special effect. If he has the LD equipped, King's Power Within, maximum of 10. Effects does not increase with... Oh, okay, so it's just there. Basically, if you have the LD ability equipped, it's already there. Okay. Attack, max brave 40%, stolen brave overflow 30%, brave and HP damage up by 10%. Okay, you can, additionally plus 10 for core, so that's 20%. Level increases by 1 after each additional attack from core. Maximum of 10. With 10 levels of King's Power within Reaper's Guild. Oh, okay, that's the one that replaces the HP attack. 2 hits with AoE, 100% overall, dealt 3 times. Okay. Brave attack deals maximum brave damage. So basically that's the rainbow there. The rainbow damage. This excludes it when the target is immune or absorbed. Okay, that's fair. Brave gain plus 10% of accumulative HP damage dealt after each HP attack. Extends own buffs by 1 turn. Instant turn rate, no turn count. King's Power within level turn returns to 0. LD ability Reflorence. Okay, I think. Okay, so. Here's my thoughts on core. So, unfortunately, I didn't get the screenshot of what his initial kit is. So basically, he's a link attack unit. So basically, he relies on having a buddy on him, because similar in Final Fantasy 15, there are link attacks where he joins forces with another one, dealing a huge amount of damage, and I guess it applies here too, seeing as he does have the additional attack from core, which triggers from ally himself and the enemy targeting the targeted ally and core himself. Another thing is that his LD effect, the level increases by 1 after each additional attack from core. So basically, you need to have your. So basically, he works perfectly with allies that are heavily reliant on being fast. That's the genuine thought I have. Okay, just imagine this. It needs at least 10 stacks. So meaning, he has a lot of ways into doing that. Those 4 ways, yep. He has ways of doing that. But if you think about it, the further we go down the Lufenia, there is a chance where there at some point where you don't want the boss to act at some certain cases. So meaning sometimes when the enemy is targeting the ally or core himself, that is sometimes a -2. So you have to rely on the ally and core himself. So that's only 2. Plus 2 additional levels. And the only way to do that is by having an ally being fast. Okay, so I have some thoughts on this. Imagine if you have Terra with you. At least that's 5 additional levels immediately if she uses her LD effect. This also works on Tifa too, because her battle cry is an instant turn rate. So yeah, it relies heavily on allies with instant turn rate. On another note is that I think he works well with Aranea, considering that she has instant turn rate when breaking an enemy target, and it deals more damage when being broken. But I think him and Lightning, if you pair him up with Lightning, it's a little 50-50, especially when doing the timing correctly, because Lightning relies heavily on breaking the target in order to gain a turn. An additional turn, that is. And if Core is the one acting up first before Lightning, the chances of her breaking the target, except from her EX and LD, which is still a good chance, I'm gonna say, is going to be a little challenging. It works. It still works. And it just requires proper setup and timing, because it's going to mess you up if you have a different ally with you as well. Seeing as this is a party of 3, it can work still. You just have to be careful if you want to place the out of absolute defense buff on Lightning. So yeah, to be fair, it's actually okay. Based on the video, it doesn't seem like he does much damage. Seeing as it looks like it doesn't reach that maximum capability, but with the proper team setup, it actually sounds fun. On an additional note, you can play around him in more fun ways than you can think of. Like, pair him up with people that are fast, that can get instant turn rate, that can act before the boss, like Noctis. Those types of things will be. I'm so excited for this. Yep, there's a lot of allies that can work against this, and with the proper boss, it can work. It will absolutely work if the boss has a, especially when they're heavy reliant on HP damage, similar to, I think we have a Dimensions End Transcendence, where there was a boss who was heavily reliant on HP, AoE HP attacks. I'm pretty sure it was the King Behemoth. Yeah, he works there. If you don't have a unit there yet, you probably might want to use Core, but for me, I might save him up, especially since I already did it. Anyway, that's all my thoughts on Core. He's going to be a Link character. His playstyle is based on linking himself to another ally in order to act, dealing more damage as possible. Considering how he's 8 uses and okay, actually it's still standard. It's still enough, but you have to be careful in terms of making sure that you don't run out of steam that quickly with Core, especially in making sure that he reaches 10 stacks in order to take advantage of the Reaper's Guild. So allies with fast turn rate, instant turn rate, that can act before the boss, etc. Yeah, that's your perfect team buddy for Core. So without further ado, that's all on my thoughts on Core. I never actually done a video like this before, so I hope I didn't bum this up as much as I did, but I'm pretty sure that I did. But anyways, without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye now. Stay fresh!